Thank you for watching. If this message brought you peace, please consider supporting the channel via the QR code or the link in the description. May God bless you.
Child, you are next. Type and proclaim with your mouth that God is good, if you love me truly. Child, you did the right thing by choosing this video, because it was a sign and a message for you of what's coming in your near future. You have no idea, but the forces of spiritual dimensions are shifting, and 2 angels in heaven have chosen you for a divine work. Yes, you heard it right. A divine work is destined to be done with your hands, and it will be done within the next 33 days. Child, hear me clearly. I am with you, and I have been watching the steps you take, the ones you think nobody sees, and the ones you think you did wrong. I see them all. I know the loves you have given away, the words you held back, the secrets you buried in the quiet places of your heart. None of them are lost to me. This coming season is not a punishment, nor a random flicker of fate. It is a divine appointment. 2 angels have been assigned, not as decoration but as messengers and workers, to prepare a path for you, to open doors you were not sure could open, and to order events around you so that what I have placed in your hands may be born through you. Do not fear the word destiny. Many have been frightened by it as if destiny is a force that steals choice. It is not. Destiny is a call, and within that call I am giving you freedom to choose faith over fear. In the next 33 days you will be tested and trusted, called to small acts that will become bridges to greater works. You will be asked to step, to speak, to give, to become visible in ways that make you uncomfortable. Say yes. When I call you, I also equip you. Do not look to your own resources first. Look to the place of my presence. Receive the strength I offer. You will see signs, some subtle, some sweeping. Do not make every sign a god. Discernment is a gift I give when my people ask for it. A sign is a pointer, not the destination. When the 2 angels work, you may sense cold and heat, a quieting or a rush of wind, an immediate calm on the inside while chaos moves around you. These are not for you to be frightened by, but to help you focus. Write what you see. Keep what feels like truth. But test the things that glitter with humility, for pride can turn even a blessing into a snare. Prepare practically as well as spiritually. I am not asking you to wait idly with closed eyes. Arrange your life, clear out what you can give away, pay what you can pay, apologize where required, and set your affairs in order. When I send a task, I do not expect miracles to appear out of disorder. Order becomes a canvas on which my work is made visible. Take care of the small things, hygiene, timelines, relationships, because the small is often the test for the large. This is a time for clean hands and open hearts. You'll be tempted to seek proof from every direction, from dreams you have, from people who say they see, from coincidences. And yet the most reliable proof is the fruit, the transformation of your character, the gentling of your spirit, the increased capacity for love. If what you experience makes you harder, more self-centered, or more eager for fame, it is not from me. If it makes you humbler, more generous, more attentive to the poor, it is from me. Let love be the litmus test. Do not fear sacrifice. There is a mistaken idea that what I give must be taken without cost. I give freely, and thus I sometimes ask for anything I give to leave its mark on you, a mark called surrender. Surrender is not losing your identity. It is finding your true self in me. You will be asked to surrender comforts, certainties, or habits that take time from your calling. Give them with a heart of thanks, for they clear space for new gifts. If you cherish a thing, let it bless you and others. If it locks you from loving or from acting, set it down. Trust will be required. Trust me with the timing, trust me with the how, trust me with the who. I am not a spectator of your life, but the artisan, patient, precise, often working from the inside out. When you feel impatient, remember that the roots of what I grow are not always visible above ground. Roots take time. Do not pull. Do not hurry the inner work. If you hurry, you will miss the substance that sustains the season. Be brave enough to speak the truth in love. You are being prepared for a divine work that will require bringing light into places people have ignored, places of hurt, shaming, and silence. Your words will need to be kind and clear, your presence steadfast. I will put before you people who will resist and people who will receive. Treat them both with compassion. When others react in fear or anger, remember they see the world through wounds. You do not have to fix them all. Your work is a beacon, not a replacement for another's repentance. You are not being chosen because of perfection. I chose a nation, a people, a creation who are broken and beautiful. The two angels are not there to police you, but to support, to bind wounds, to open gates. Let them do their work without trying to recruit them into your doubts. When angels move, they work within the frame of my wisdom. The mysteries they bring may not make sense immediately. This is fine. Learn to walk in faith that does not need a full explanation. Stay humble. Humility does not humiliate, it frees. It'll be your companion through the next 33 days. Pride will try to creep in when you begin to see moments of success. Do not let praise change your purpose. Remember where the gift came from. A heart that keeps its eyes on the giver is never confused by transitory praise. Speak less about your plan and more about what I am doing. Share stories of mercy, not self-glory. People will listen when they smell authenticity. Let your life be the testimony, small kindnesses, regular prayers, the way you treat a waiter, a child, a spouse. Sometimes the most earth-shaking work is the unglamorous act of constant presence. Practice silence and listen. My voice is easier to hear when the noise falls away. Turn off the noise, not just the phones, but the noises in your mind that keep you from hearing truth. When you pray, do not use it as a checklist. Prayer is breath. It is a dialogue. Ask questions. Sit with my answers. Expect them to come in the ordinary, through a song, a line in a book, a child's laugh, or the pause before a decision. You will be led into relationships that will help the work grow. Some will be brief, some will last. Invest wisely. Trust takes time. Do not leap into full intimacy with anyone without watching the fruit that grows from that connection. I will place mentors, friends, and critics near you. Receive good counsel. Do not ignore warnings. Let love rule, but let discernment guide. Believe in second chances. You may think you have messed up too often or too badly. I am telling you now, there is room for redemption. I am more interested in your next right step than in your past mistakes. Repentance isn't a one-time event. It is a way of returning. When you return, I will meet you not to reprimand, but to renew. You will have to navigate fear, not just yours, but others. Fear can be contagious. Stand firm without becoming hard. A calm spirit is often the strongest weapon there is. When others panic, breathe. When others blame, listen. You will find that many people want to be led into peace but do not know how. Your quiet humility will be a map for them. I will provide openings. Watch for them in unexpected places. In a coffee shop conversation, in a schedule change, in a return phone call. Openings are often doorways disguised as interruptions. When an opportunity arises, evaluate it against truth. Does it line up with the calling I have placed in you? Does it enable you to serve others without compromise? If yes, step through. Your health, emotional, spiritual, physical matters. Do not sacrifice your body or your mind for the task. You are not an endless vessel. Rest is sanctified. When I rested, I modeled rhythm for you. Take time to sleep, to eat, to be still. Your work will last longer if you are renewed. Expect opposition, but do not let it be the center of your story. Opposition will come as fear, as malice, as misunderstanding. Let it teach you where boundaries are needed. Let it not turn you stoic or bitter. Recount lessons, not loss. Stay focused on the people who find hope in your presence. You'll be got by joy. surprising joy. It will surprise you because you did not work for it. It arrives as a gift. Celebrate these moments. They are not distractions but seals of favor. Sing when you can. Laugh. Dance when your heart invites you. Joy will be the fuel that carries you through the long hours. I will reveal a name, a symbol, or a simple task that will become the seal for this season. Hold on to it. It will be a compass, a short phrase, a colored thread, a song, or a scribble on a paper. When you get stuck, return to it. It is a marker of my presence in the mundane. Be generous with what you have. Time, talent, treasure. My kingdom is built on reciprocity, not on hoarding. If you give, do not keep score. If you help, do not expect a mirror of returns. I am the watcher who will balance what you cannot see. Give with joy and confidence. It will come back in ways you do not anticipate. Do not confuse busyness with progress. Much of your culture praises constant activity. I praise fidelity, not hustle. Ask yourself daily, did I love today? Did I reflect my heart in anyone's life? If the answer is yes, you are progressing. Remember, this divine work is not only about you, it is about the many who will be touched by your obedience. Your life is a channel. Nothing you offer is small when I intend to multiply it. A word spoken, a meal shared, a prayer lifted. These are seeds. Water them faithfully. Soon they will yield more than you planted. When the days begin to fold into one another, keep a record. Write what you pray, what you see, and what you decide. Memory can become a crosswind of confusion when many things happen. A simple notebook will save yourself from doubt later. You will thank yourself for having tracked this season. Be careful with promises. Do not promise what you cannot keep. Let your yes be yes, and your no be no. Integrity is a foundation that will hold the house I will build through you. When people count on you, be trustworthy. It is the most spoken about test of leadership. Child, listen now with the calm of one who can receive difficult truth without collapsing under it. There is tenderness in this explanation, and there is firmness too, because both are needed. The question you asked, why some are set apart for certain work and others are not, is as old as the first movement of purpose in a heart. I will not answer with an easy slogan or a platitude that smooths over the sting. I will speak plainly, with the mercy that understands how pride and grief and longing can all wear the same face. First, know this: the world is woven of roles, and roles are not judgments of worth. A carpenter's hands do not make him greater than a poet's heart. A mother's long days are not lesser than a leader's public hours. I appoint tasks because of the fit between the one I see and the thing that needs to be done, not to reward superiority but to secure goodness. Fit is practical and sacred at once. I look at the shape of a life, the scars, the small loyalties, the hidden temperaments, the faithful irritations, the small triumphs that nobody notices. I see how these pieces will answer a particular need in time. Choosing is like placing a keystone in an arch. One wrong piece and the whole span will not hold. This is not exclusion for the sake of exclusion. It is the wisdom of placement. Do not assume that lack of a public calling equates to being unloved. Some of the most decisive, world-shaping acts occur in quiet hands. You who mend, who teach one child for a lifetime, who keep a home steady through sickness, you are doing work I would entrust to no one else. The specific work I give to certain people often requires not only a particular gift, but also a certain past and certain vulnerabilities. I do not only look at your skill, I look at how your brokenness can be transformed into a conduit. A wound that has been refined by grace often becomes a mirror that others can look into without breaking. That is why those who have endured specific sorrow are sometimes the ones I send to heal those same wounds in others. The economy of grace is not the economy of fairness as humans define it. Fairness asks that everyone receive the same. Faithfulness asks that each receive what they need to fulfill the calling placed before them. Your neighbor may cry that they were not chosen for a particular ministry. Their lament is valid. Yet their sorrow is also an invitation to deepen trust, to refine patience, to examine the places where bitterness wants to make its home. There is a dignity in receiving the job that is yours, even if it is not the job you wanted. The dignity also lies in choosing to support the work of others without envy. Timing is key. There are seasons when the structure of a person, their patience, their stamina, their readiness for responsibility, reaches a maturity that aligns with a certain task. Choosing someone now does not mean I will never choose another later. There is a rhythm in the universe: sowing, waiting, growth, harvest. Some people are harvesters now. Others are sowers for a later year. The one who plants faithfully tends the future in ways that are unseen. Do not measure your season by the harvest you witness today. Sometimes I choose because of a particular alignment of relationships. The work I need done may require access to certain people, certain places, or certain resources that are available through the life of one person and not another. This is not token favoritism. It is logistical divine wisdom. When a particular life sits at the intersection of influence and humble availability, it becomes a bridge. But bridges are not permanent. They are built to span particular distances at particular times. Honor the bridge keeper when you meet them, and do not resent the bridge because you were not asked to foot the toll. I choose some for very particular, temporal interventions: a conversation at the right moment, a presence in a hospital ward for an hour, a decision at a board meeting that averts harm. These are small in appearance but massive in consequence. Those tasks are often given to people who will not have long public careers or sustained recognition, and that is by design. I want the work completed, not the pride enlarged. If you are the one who carries out such a task, remember that significance is not measured by applause but by fidelity to the moment. There is also the reality of capacity. Spiritual gifts are distributed in a way that makes communal life possible. I do not pour all gifts into a single soul because a single soul cannot steward a single body of work alone. The distribution encourages interdependence and mutuality. If everyone had every gift, the glorious necessity of community would vanish. Some are teachers, some are shepherds, some are administrators, some are artists. Each role is essential. No one role is the pinnacle. The beauty is in the differentiation, in the way varied gifts knit into a single functioning body. Rejoice in diversity. It is not exclusionary. It is life-sustaining. I choose also because of covenant. There are commitments woven through time, vows made in small rooms, promises whispered into dark nights, pacts of fidelity between souls that my hand honors. These covenants sometimes position certain people to be the bearers of ongoing tasks. Trust is a compound that grows over years. When I place someone in a line of responsibility, I'm often honoring earlier faithfulness. This is not favoritism. It's a covenantal integrity that keeps the world from becoming rootless. If you find yourself outside a line you respected, it may be an invitation to build new covenants of your own, to begin again. Do not conflate chosenness with ease. Often those chosen are chosen precisely because they can hold the weight of suffering without losing the capacity to love. If you look at many of the chosen ones, you will find that their paths were not cushioned. A life that moves through trials can develop a certain elasticity of heart, the ability to hold paradox, to carry sorrow without hardening. I do not admire suffering for its own sake, but I respect the strength that emerges from faithful endurance. For those of you who feel you have endured enough and yet were not given the mantle you desired, let this be a call to tenderness toward yourself. Suffering is not a currency for selection. It is a teacher that, when embraced rightly, deepens compassion. Remember this final truth. Selection is not the end of the story, but the beginning of a covenantal labor. The question is not only why me, but what will you do now that you are trusted? The measure of a calling is not the applause it brings, but the lives it changes and the integrity it keeps under pressure. If you wonder why I chose some people and not everyone, let that question reignite your devotion, not your bitterness. Come closer to the work I have placed before you, whether public and visible or private and steadfast, and be faithful there. In faithfulness, you mirror the economy of heaven. There will be seasons when I widen the circle, when more hands are needed and more hearts are readied. Do not be impatient with sacred pacing. Do not be surly toward the one who receives a mantle today, if your mantle may be tomorrow's need. Tend your soul. Cultivate humility, teachability, endurance, generosity. These virtues make you ready for any door I might open, and if you must wait, use waiting well. Waiting, too, is a kind of labor. It offers you time to become someone worthy of a great task. While you wait, craft goodness in small faithful acts. Strengthen the muscles you will need. The muscle of attention, of mercy, of restraint, of joyful persistence. The person who is ready is not the one with the loudest petitions, but the one whose life bears quiet consistency. Lastly, rest in the fact that my love is not parceled by the size of assignment. My affection is vast enough to encompass every life and every grief. Selection for a task does not equal greater love. It equals different stewardship. You are beloved beyond your usefulness. This truth should free you from either envy or despair. Let it root you in a peace that no assignment can upend. Now go, love where you are, serve with your gifts, learn when you are tested, and celebrate when others are lifted. Be a faithful neighbor to the chosen and the unchosen alike. In the economy of my wisdom, every honest act of love matters infinitely.